The engine is starting
For launch. GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. Ecom,
go. Pending final steps to cabin link check.
2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Rift Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Welcome everybody to Becoming Universally Aligned. Tonight, and my name is Cindy and I'm your host. I am a Reiki master teacher. I combine Reiki and sound therapy using tuning forks to harmonize your energetic field. But tonight I have a guest on. She is actually a first cousin of mine. And anyhow, she's a yoga teacher, instructor. She has intuition workshops. She has many workshops. Her name is Shelley Weber. You can find her at Conversations with Shelley on Instagram, Facebook, on her website. I will put that information up too. But tonight we're going to talk about a workshop that she has, or it's a membership actually that you can join, and it's about living with the moon cycles. So why don't I'm going to go back and I'm going to get her in here and she can tell you a bit more about everything that she does. So welcome, Shelley.
Hi.
Good to see you.
You too.
I know that I missed a few things because you teach Reiki, you teach yoga, and you have a lot of workshops going on. So it's like the all over wellness that you do.
Yes, I do not like to be bored. So I have collected a lot of titles, for lack of better wording, but yeah, my main job is Reiki, or energy healing, and yoga, and yeah, the workshops, and I love to share the knowledge as well as learn. I love being a student as well.
Yes. Yeah. I know we were just talking about this right before the show, is that the learning thing is, once you learn something, it's almost like you have to satisfy it and keep learning more about it and how things connect, all of that, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. But tonight we wanted to talk specifically about your, is it an online membership that you have?
Yes. So I ran this in 2024, and I ran it all on a social media platform, and it absolutely was life changing, and we can get into that later. So I'm trying a new method of offering 3 months, 6 months, or a year, again on a social media platform, and hoping eventually to kind of move it over onto my website platform. So it's available for longer.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea because I was just so Joni, who has on Wednesday night, she's an astrologer and she has a true crime show for astrology. And I, over the last, I don't know if it's been a year and a half or how long, I've been learning and learning so much about the planets and astrology and just watching those transits and learning that. But the moon is really something that we feel that even before we have a look outside, right? Like we're sensing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. And for those listening, I just want to clarify, I would never put myself in the astrology category or knowledge keeper so much of that area. That area is so broad, but astrology definitely plays into the moon. But yes, you're right. We feel the moon, the gravitational pull, and it just affects every area of our life, from our emotions to our energy and our intensity, how we move, everything. So
I know. And so just I was thinking too, so like it affects us, but it's actually working with us, like supporting us, calling us almost to do these things that all these rituals that have been created and designed, right? So it's actually a big support.
yes, if we're paying attention.
Right. Right. Yeah. So this is where this comes in, right?
This is where this comes in. So as I mentioned, yeah, in 2024, I offered this program, and it was life changing for the participants. And then for some weird reason, we took a break in 2025, and we all reconnected again. And we all said, I don't know why I ever stopped. It made such a difference, such a small thing. And within my membership, I really only deal with the new moon and the full moon.
Okay.
It's so much broader, but even the 2 hours a month was just enough of a knowledge and energy shift to just change everything.
Yeah. 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 I'm going to just pop into the chat here and say hello to some people here. So we have quite a few people on here. I wonder if I can sort of at the
Excuse
top.
me.
So Denise Mitz is here. Hello, Denise. Happy Monday to you. And there's Ed. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. And Heidi. So Heidi is from Boulder, Colorado. She's saying hi to you and I. She's a big supporter of Rift Nation Network. She's often sharing us out. She's got a lot of knowledge herself. And Michelle Wilfong, so she actually has her own show. It's called My Haunted Apartment, so you can check that out. She's got some interesting videos of orbs going around her apartment.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Let's see. Oh, And Ed saying, hi, Shelley.
Hi.
Oh, and so here's Michelle here. She's changing her devices, and I would imagine that has something to do with her haunted apartment. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and then we have Renee as well. Thank you for sharing, Renee. Okay. All right. So if we want to get into it right now, actually, so we just went through we just went through the new moon.
We just went through a full moon, and we have a new moon coming up. So on January 3rd was the full moon, and I actually I do a meditation yearly at the end of the one year and the start of the new year. And this year I kind of set it back a couple days so that it fell on the full moon.
Oh,
And we set some intentions of release. And I'm not even sure I want to share what the releases were that people have come back, but within a week, I've had some major shifts within some of the participants of releasing relationships and things that they just came back and said that that's crazy. I just didn't see that coming.
yeah. And it's things that are not aligning with us, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and sometimes I feel like we need to be careful, careful what you wish for kind of thing to say, right? Because if it is something that isn't aligning, it will go. And then we're forced to work on grieving that loss of it as well, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that we're nudged, and if we're not listening, those nudges get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then, yeah, we're forced into dealing with it one way or another.
Yeah. I have so Robert White says, "G'day all from soaked up central Queensland."
Wow, you have a really large following.
Yeah. And Lois Clark. Hi, Lois. Oh, she is saying, I'm a moon child and supposed to live by the moon phases.
Love that.
Yeah. I met Lois in the astrology group. Yeah.
Okay.
So what does that mean? She's a moon child.
Well, we all have different meanings of that.
Okay.
For myself, what I would take that to mean is that somebody who lives by the moon and religiously is paying attention to it and focusing on it, and really is just a moon lover. She might have a different meaning.
Okay.
Some might say that for myself, as we were talking before, I might be a moon child because I was born on like the full moon.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
So it's open to interpretation.
Okay.
Maybe she'll answer us.
Yeah, we'll see. She might. Okay, so coming up, so right now when I was looking at what the cycles are, so the waning crescent then is as it's going down.
Yes.
And so it's still about closure and releasing and then resting with that, right?
Yeah, so for how I teach that is that in this period here, this week coming up to the new moon, is we're moving into that darkness. So we're supposed to be moving more into that hibernation state and that state of rest so that we can rejuvenate, and that stillness and reflection. And I actually go by the archetypes as well. So I had taught a moon yoga for the 4 phases of the moon. Again, like there's more than the 4 phases, but I had focused on the 4 phases, and this week here would be the week of the crone, or the week of the wise woman or the sage. And that is having gone having lived through like the maidenhood and the warrior and the mother and into the crone, has the wisdom now of what to let go and what to release, and that listening. And we can only do that by being restful and quiet and reflective.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
I love that.
that's, yeah, sorry, yeah, so that's what for me this week is all about, is we're moving into the Psalmic moon, and then the dark moon, and new moon, and that can get a little fuzzy. So I'll kind of stick with the waning crescent into new moon. But
Okay.
there's a
Okay.
lot happening here, but really not, because it's a time of being, not doing.
Okay. Nice. So Lois says, I am a Cancer, Cancer sun and ruled by the moon. Okay. Perfect.
Nice. And I like to think of our moon as our as our real sign. Like everyone knows their sun sign. I think that the moon sign is a little bit more personal for us. So,
Okay. And so, because it is nurturing, do you think that that makes sense for females or for everyone?
I think it's for everyone, because for again, my belief is that we all have a masculine and a feminine, and we
Okay.
need to embrace both for
Okay.
balance.
Okay.
And but the moon for me represents our more emotional self,
Right.
and that would align for most people with our more feminine self.
Oh, right. For sure. For sure. Okay. So, so
Excuse me.
January 18th. So what are we at? So we got about a week here to go for the new moon.
Yes, we're coming into the new moon in Capricorn, which is a perfect moon for setting goals. Goes right with our New Year's. And this new moon in particular, with the way the planets are aligned, and what's coming in astrologically, is a great time for setting goals for relationship and business.
Okay.
So within the membership, when we focus on the new moon, we look at the astrological sign that we're in, which is Capricorn, and
Right.
then we'll discuss kind of, what's that all about? What's it entail? What emotions are going to come up? What's the gravitational energy pull? And is it a month that we should expect release or anger or craziness? What are we looking at in an energetic sense? And so then we can be a little bit more prepared. But
Okay.
then we set intentions based on the theme of the astrological sign of the new moon.
Okay. Okay. And so because it's Capricorn, that's why you're
Mhm.
saying, so that's because they're innovative, right? Capricorn is innovative.
Yeah, I
So it's
always think
businessy.
go yeah, I always think of Capricorn, and this is really generalizing, but I always think of them as kind of the no nonsense business. I'm going to make things happen. Um, really great at manifesting, and sometimes a little blunt.
Right. Okay.
But then that's Scorpio too, right?
Yeah.
For me, in our group, we would look at setting intentions, and I'm just kind of looking at my cheat sheet here, but we would look at setting intentions on our future security. So, what does that look like financially or career-wise, or our home, and responsibility and goals, success, recognition, management skills. And then we would also kind of talk about releasing controlling tendencies.
Yeah,
So,
that's a good idea. So, and
yeah,
controlling, so that's a lot of ego ego as well, right?
Yeah, I know that one well too. Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah,
When you have
it
to
might
release
run in the family.
that. Oh my goodness. So Lois, let's see what she says here. Moon sign is Leo, which is ruled by the sun. As is my rising sign. I have a presentation of being a fiery masculine, but my sun sign is Cancer and the feminine inner appearance.
Nice. That's a lot of energy there, Leo and Cancer.
Yeah.
You got a strong emotion. Yeah. So just for reference, Jody is a Leo, Jeremy's a Cancer.
Oh, wow.
Um, but so I know those two signs well. I lived with them.
Oh, yeah. Your brother and sister. Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. Oh my goodness. Um, so for new moons, so setting those intentions. So when I think of what frequencies to use, and I'm just going to add this in here, um, is so it's silence before creation, right?
Mhm.
Like and so that's why I like to use if anyone knows the frequencies, so it's 174 frequencies, so for grounding. So when you're setting these intentions, you want to do it in a grounded, you know, like that you've been thoughtful about it. And the 96 sorry, not 963, 396 frequency. So so we don't want to be doing this out of fear. So when we're asking, so manifesting, right? You don't want to manifest something out of fear or because it's for lack, right? Because
Right.
if you're asking for because of lack, then it's out of fear. Those types of things, and and also listen to the grounding, the Schumann resonance, those frequencies as well. So at the new moon, I like to tell people to use those frequencies before they start setting their intentions too.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, when within the membership or within my own with rituals around the new moon, there's a meditation that goes with it, and I'm gonna use your frequency music to go with
Okay.
it now too. I'm gonna try that and see how it goes. I'll give you feedback.
Well,
And
and when you're
yeah,
doing those meditations, the meditations can even work to that chakra, right? And it changes that frequency. So meditations I um, is our own tool, whereas the tuning forks and the frequencies are an outside tool. So either
very
way
much. So.
is beautiful, right? When you're
Yeah,
starting to do that. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and new moons, I for me, I love new moons because they're all about that fresh beginning, and it's almost like having 12 new years in a year. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it for sure. I love that.
so so yeah, new moons are my favorite. I
Yeah.
know people know the full moons a little better, I think, but
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, I find it is a different energy, isn't it?
yeah. I have found too, and this is closely combined like with the yoga as well. Um, I've been teaching kind of the same group of people yoga for years. I kind of collect people and then I keep them, um, and which is great. But I find that there's kind of two tribes, and this subscribes into kind of an indigenous belief as well, or that there's two tribes, and one tribe has more energy at the new moon, and one tribe has more energy at the full moon.
Okay.
And when I ask people where their level is on the weeks of the new and full moon in yoga, I have that it's one way or the other. And I seem to have half the classes really high energy and the other half is really low energy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
Oh, that's so neat.
and now I might butcher this a little bit. I hope not. I hope I give it the honor that it needs. But in the tribes, the North American tribes, the way it worked was when the women had their time of the month, because women used to sync their periods, and so they were the red tribe and the white tribe. And if, say, the white tribe, it was their time of month, they went and rested for the week.
Oh, wow.
Well, the other tribe took care of the village and the duties, and then at the other point, they would switch.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so that's it's really kind of neat. So
So I have Mish here. She's on YouTube, watching from YouTube, and she's saying good day. So she is from Australia, and she's watching us here tonight.
nice.
Okay, so then now, did you say that you go into the quarters, or you're just doing the new moon and the full moon?
I tend to, in the membership right now, just focus on the new and the full moon.
Okay.
Um, I've I've found that in today's society that not everybody has the time to sit down once a week with me. So if I get twice a month, I figure if they can commit to that, those are the two biggies.
Oh, right, for sure.
So
Okay.
so, but for the sake of this podcast,
Mhm.
we go from that new moon to the full moon, and we're of course gathering energy, right? So that second phase, that the waxing gibboness, as for me, the archetype is then the warrior, and they're action oriented, and that's when we're to take our take control of the intentions we set, and we're to act on them.
Okay,
So as we're moving towards the full moon, and
right.
the full moon is so then when we arrive at the full moon, we can still act on them, but then it's sometimes a period of reflection of, okay, do I need to take this and move it to the next month or let it go?
Okay, okay. So like revisiting your intentions a little
Hmm.
bit
Yeah.
and see what's working so that you can tweak it for the,
Yeah,
yeah.
tweak it or release it completely.
Mhm.
Because
Okay,
sometimes we set intentions and realize we didn't quite set it the right one, or it was something that is out of alignment, just something we humanly wanted.
right. Okay, okay. That makes sense. And so I just wanted to clarify too. So the waxing, um, and then to the first quarter is the momentum as well. So that's um, what's the difference there between the waxing and the first quarter?
So we have the new moon is the time to set intentions. Then there's the waxing crescent moon, and it's the time to start acting. It's pedal to the metal time. And then we have the first quarter, which is where we're going to start to see challenges arise.
Okay,
And it's a time to start to recommit. And of course, like as we're moving through these phases, the moon's getting bigger and or more illuminated.
okay,
Um, and then we move from there into the gibboness. And that is where we're usually stuffed full of emotion and dreams and wishes, and then we move into that full moon, and that full moon is the abundance of everything, right?
right. Yeah.
So,
So everything that we've accumulated.
yep.
Yes.
positive, negative. It's all just there.
Okay.
Did that answer that? I hope I answered that.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
that's good because I mean, like if you did you could be meeting with someone every day, really, as the moon goes, right? Like not even just every
absolutely.
week. It could be twice a week if you really want to work on these cycles, you know. Um, but so with the what did I tell you about for the new moon? Oh no, for right now. So the new moon um, is also about rest, right? And so it's kind of the same um, for now up until the new moon at the frequencies that I would be using. Or did I go over the new moon with you? I think I did.
Yeah, we did. We're in that last week before the new moon, and it's so we're in the crone week right now, or the wise woman, or the sage, and we're in that period of going into the dark,
Okay.
right? And then
Yeah.
for me, the new moon is we're still in the dark, but we're planting the seed.
Right.
And the
Yeah.
seed is in the dark too,
Right.
right?
So visually imagine what you're manifesting in the ground, ready to
And
grow.
then, yeah. And then you'd asked about the waxing. That's when that seed's starting to come up and out.
Right. That's awesome. I love that. Oh, and we have Keith just popped in. He has a show on right before us at 7 o'clock. Thank you for joining, Keith, and thank you for sharing. Um, so and in Keith's show too, he talks a lot about the astrology and the moon cycles and all of that. So here we go. He's just saying something right here. I knew he would.
Yeah,
Um,
that's good.
yes, the new moon is dark, so we can find our light and invite new things in to help us grow. That's perfect. Love it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, Okay, so as we're getting up to, so and it almost doesn't feel right to talk about the full moon when we're coming up. But
Well, we can
anyhow,
talk really quickly about it
yeah,
as in the event of like what happens in the membership. But
yeah, okay.
yeah,
Because for that, what I was going to say about, you know, releasing or um, the frequencies that I will use or ask people to use because everything is getting louder. So when when we're asking to release, so we don't have maybe as much clarity as we would for the new moon. So I ask for frequencies, the 852 frequency, which is going to help clear and give clarity there. And also just, we want to pull into that too. So 963 into the crown at the same time. And that really kind of gives you a jump start working through your chakras to release things too, right? I think that's how I feel anyhow about it. What do you think?
myself.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm gonna leave the frequency knowledge to you.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
And you,
Yeah,
but you're
I like the full moon pulling into the crown chakra. And for me, the where our focus is on the full moon within the group is release, forgiveness, but also reflection and renewal. Again, even though renewal is usually put into more of the new moon, I like that full moon for reflecting, where are we within this cycle of the
right.
phases. So,
So like I was just thinking about that too, and so it kind of gives us layers, because we can't heal everything and release everything all at once. So as we have a full year to work on these things, right? Or I mean, we have eternity to work on these things,
What?
but like we can't expect to just drop everything each full moon too.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, and our intention is really very singular. So we're big picture, we're not big picture. It's very focused on, and there's journaling prompts and there's reflective questions that we ask with each new moon and each full moon that are geared towards whatever sign they're in as well, right?
Okay. Okay.
Um, and so we keep it rather focused, but yet open for whatever inspiration comes through from universe or source.
Okay. And you were saying you always get success stories from your people.
Um,
Not that I'm asking you to share
yeah.
them,
Oh,
but
no, no, that's okay. Um, I'm not the excuse me. The feedback that I've had is more so along the lines of dealing with the astrological sign within the phase of the moon and knowing the emotion behind that sign and what the planetary energy is too. So what I remember one month, I won't remember exactly what month it was, but I remember sitting down with the group and saying, well, hold on to your hats because this month is going to be crazy. It's going to be kind of something like out of a movie that you'd think that things would never happen to you. And it was also a month of great emotional turmoil or the opportunity, if you weren't grounded, for absolute emotional chaos.
Hmm.
And everyone kind of, ha ha ha, no, 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 no. And I think everybody came back after that live within a week and had said, if I wasn't prepared or if I hadn't heard you say that, I think I would have been very reactive.
oh yeah.
But I was able to take a pause and breathe because I knew what the energies were. And
Right.
my counterpart wasn't aware of it. So if I wasn't aware of it, it could have just erupted into absolute chaos.
Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
that's kind of more of the shifts that and the testimonies that I get is it's really the soft, subtle awareness of
Like
the
the
energy.
gratitude for it, right?
Yeah,
It's gratitude. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, and just being aware of not only your own energy and your own emotions, but what's going on around us, and by around us, like universally, because it's not just us experiencing it, it's everybody's experiencing it.
Yeah, for sure.
They just might not be able to put words to it. Sometimes I can't put words to it. So,
Yeah. So Keith is saying full moons, we are able to release what no longer serves us to make room for those new moon intentions.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. And this year, oh, sorry, he did say this too. The sign it's in is important.
Yeah.
Um, and this year is either going to be nuts for people if they've if they've done the personal growth, they'll just flow with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with that too. And then we've kind of talked a little bit about this too, those that have done the work as we enter that year of the fire horse. It's gonna just take off.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't done the work, you're gonna feel really ungrounded.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so like, yeah, it's gonna have to be a regular practice for people to connect
Yeah.
daily, right? I think.
Yeah, and for me, I try to sit down and connect daily through meditation, but the just even the new moon and the full moon alone, I find is just enough for me personally and the group of people around me, that it's just enough to create that energy shift into awareness and grounding.
Yes. Yeah. That's awesome.
But
Um,
yeah, oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, Keith says, I'm sorry, I'm blowing up the chat. We love
I
it. We love
No,
it.
go ahead. I am this field is so big. I don't like to call myself an expert in it because it's so large, right? And
Yeah.
knowledge is collective.
Yeah. But it's sharing what you do
Yeah.
know, right?
Hmm.
And
Absolutely.
I mean, people need to hear these things. And any, like I say, even, um, you know, when we're coming into this, people know about the moon cycles, but even if they can pick up on something today, like you're talking about things that I didn't even know, um, and you know what I mean. Like you're gonna pick up on something for sure. Um, I, and today too. So you told me what. What cycle the moon was at the day I was born. That's something I didn't know before. I wouldn't even know how to look that up. And
Yeah.
and that is important too, right?
Yeah. It is for me it's been it's just that extra knowledge and layer of my energetic makeup, my energetic DNA. Um, and there's I should have had more prepared on you, but there's characteristics and personality. So like your moon sign is kind of like your sun sign as well, right?
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
you can truthfully you could spend years years and years and years on this and not know it all.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's fascinating. So
Um, let's see. What to see here. So last year was the year of the snake, shed the outer skin, so we can jump on that horse and ride it into our own future. I love that.
yeah.
Very
And
visual.
I could be wrong on this date, but I think it's February 17th
Okay.
is the start
I'm
of the
not
year of the
sure
horse.
the exact date. For some reason, I think it's the 20th. I know
Yeah.
because in my family, they celebrate, right? And I know that it is, I don't know why I'm thinking
And
it
yeah, it's around that time.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's super adorable because I think I just mentioned to my granddaughter that we're going into the year of the horse, and she was like, she just kind of said, "Well, Daddy said, Daddy said it was the year of the dragon or something like that." And but just, I mean, she's 5, and so
Yeah.
that was the year before, and then I don't know. It was just so
Yeah.
cute to hear her talk about it, but.
Well, and they're so open to it then, right?
Oh,
And
I
the
know.
imagination that comes through.
Yeah.
And oh, the 17th. There we go. I'm just looking at my notes here too. So there's also like depending on how deep you want to get into it, right? Like you can work with crystals with the moon and or like plants. So the plant for this upcoming month is pine.
Oh.
So you could use essential oils of pine,
Oh,
or
wow.
pine tea, or and pine is representative of the resilience, right?
Oh,
And
wow.
purification and endurance, because what do pines go through, right? They flourish in the winter,
Right.
and that's where we are. And like the animal is the wolf, right? To go at the wolf moon right now, but wolves represent again resilience and intuitiveness, and there's a lot of spiritual survival wisdom around this time just because of the season we're in, right? And
Yeah. Oh my
Um,
gosh. That's so good. So that's all in your membership.
all in the membership. And then if I go back to the crystal, I would actually recommend two crystals for this time, and this upcoming new moon and full moon. And it would be black onyx,
Okay.
um, which is very grounding. It's protective. It's about strength and discipline, emotional stability, but also amethyst, which is a very, very powerful, well, they're all powerful, but amethyst kind of covers everything.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Mhm.
Um, so Mish is saying that it is good to share. And if we don't share, how do we learn?
Exactly. And as I said, I don't like to claim this is just kind of I like to add this into what I do. So
Yeah.
I'm from far an expert.
Um, so Keith is also saying, my sun and moon sign always want to fight.
What are they, Keith?
Yes. Well, let me see if he's
Yeah,
got some more messages here. Oh, so Lois is
yeah.
confirming that it is the 17th. If I was able
Okay,
to
awesome.
maneuver, I could go in and to astro.com and check it out, but let's see. Or website, I guess.
I see
Um,
Keith put something pine needle, and I can't. I've got the rest of it's covered.
oh, love my amethyst. So, and he was saying that too about the grandkids. You got to teach them young. And you know what? We
Yes.
don't even really teach them. We just exist and they're picking things up. They're always asking questions, right? Like this is what I'm finding.
Yeah.
Um, they were actually at like Kohl's or one of the bookstores, and there was Renee sent me a screenshot, and it was um, tarot for young children.
Mm.
And I thought, isn't that something? Because what's the first thing the grandkids do when they come to my house is get into my crystals. They get into my cards, and they're
I
all
love
over
it.
the place.
Yeah,
I know,
love it.
I love it
Teach
too.
them that early, and honestly, if we're listening, we'll probably learn from them.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I see
So
Keith is Scorpio, Aries, and I can't see the last one.
Sagittarius.
Okay, so Keith, we're fairly similar because I'm Scorpio. Um, I was just telling Cindy this too. So my sun sign is I'm Scorpio, cusp Libra, and then my moon sign is Aries, cusp Pisces, and then my rising or ascending is Capricorn.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, so that's I guess knowing those times too. And I can see how when you were
Mhm.
describing that, how that really does make a difference, right? Um,
Well, like you said, we're a week apart, right?
yeah, we're a week apart. I'm Libra and you are Scorpio.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of similarities. And when we were younger, we there's pictures like we look a lot alike,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, yeah, the time does make a difference because it can put you into again. I'm not an astrologer, but it can put you into a totally different house.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so
Hmm.
neat. So let's talk about, I think we only have 10, well, I guess we have about 10 minutes left, but so if people want to find you, you are on Instagram and Facebook, and it is under conversations or at conversations with Shelley.
Conversations with Shelley, yeah. And I have a website by that name too, conversationswithshelley.com.
Okay. And then so from the website, can they um, get into the membership for the moon, living with the moon?
If I spent time on my technical stuff, yes, but no, they are going to have to go to the contact me page and
Okay.
reach out, or I'm conversations with Shelley at gmail.com, and
Okay.
then just connect with me that way. And Shelley is with an EY.
Okay. Actually, do you know what? I don't know. This is one thing that I need to learn, is how to put in the chat that information. Next time I will figure out how to do that. Right now, I'm wondering if it's right here.
Let me see if I can see the chat, but I don't seem to be able to add a comment.
Oh, okay. So if I just put in www.conversations.
Excuse me.
.com.
Hoping that the snake takes my cough away.
Yes, I know, and my earache too. I'm still.
Yes, your earache too.
So www.conversationswithshelley.com.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to try this and see if it pops up there. Yes, awesome.
Perfect. Yay. Yeah, that would be probably the simplest way, is just find the contact me on that website, and I'll get
I
anything.
really like that, where you know, these rituals. So I've never heard of adding some of these things that you're talking about, like the pine for right now, which makes total sense, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never heard of that before.
I should say too, I am having, for people that are curious, there is a free, I'm going to do a free one.
Okay.
And it's the February 1st at 10 a.m. And that one will be a Zoom link.
Okay.
It's normally going to be done on a live in a social media platform. But anyone who is interested, February 1st at 10 a.m., I'll do a live Zoom, and it will be the full moon.
Okay. And to get that Zoom link, they would find it on Facebook?
If I was prepared.
Okay. Okay. Oh, so sorry. They would just go to your website, contact you, and say you want to do the live. Okay.
For now, I'll get that posted on the social media platforms.
Okay.
The free event. I'm just you're really good at your social media for your business. I'm not.
Oh, well, it's time consuming, you know. It really
Mhm.
is. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I just find if I'm not on it every day, I really do get behind. And social media is in a way, it's not forgiving, because if you stop posting for a couple days, then all of a sudden no one's seeing your stuff, right?
Nope.
Like you have to
Those
continue. They
algorithms
want you to continue. So
I
it's a
know.
struggle, but
Yeah. And then yeah, it is. It's a necessary thing.
yeah. And just to share that information. So Mish is saying, my sun is in Leo and my moon is in Capricorn. Laugh out loud. Got this far.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she'll be very action oriented.
Nice. Well, do you have anything else you would like to share before we close out here? Anything that you want to share maybe about this new moon that's coming, other than what you already said?
Let's see. So, other than what I've already said, let's see. This new moon is really about that deep winter stillness. So it's kind of a repeat of what I've said. It's about clarity and introspection. It's an emotional reset. We have the time for an emotional reset. And it really is, this new moon is really a great time to focus on long-term goals and rebuilding structure, looking at our discipline And also, again, looking at that releasing controlling tendencies. And I also find with the Capricorn new moon, it's a good time to really reflect on the being rather than doing, because Capricorn is very much about doing.
Mm,
So it's a good reminder to just be, even if it's just for the hour that we're in the platform and you're listening to the meditation and the words and the information. It's just really a good time to relax, reset, honor if your energy's low in the new moon, which sometimes it is for people,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Depending on which tribe you're in, right? Which energetic tribe, you're either going to be really high or really low. And if you're finding that energy is really low, honor that, because
Right.
we're going into the dark, we're going into that hibernation,
Yeah.
and it's okay. I think there's a stigma out there that resting is lazy,
Right.
and it's we're doing a lot at rest.
Right. Yeah. The stillness, and that's how we
Mhm,
connect with our inner selves, right?
mhm.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to do that because all of this Schumann, well, the frequencies that are coming in, showing up on the charts, right? Like if we are busy, if we're not paying attention, this energy is coming in and we're not integrating it. So we need to be
Yeah.
still at times.
Or
Um,
we're frenzied because we're not understanding what's happening.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. Um,
Well, they say that emergency rooms and police stations are full on a full moon,
yes.
and
Yeah.
and I've talked to a lot of people that work in those fields, and they're like, it's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
People,
And
yeah.
and so that's why for the full moon too, because there is so much energy with those higher frequencies. If we start using them, the 963 and 852, because that is
Mhm.
clearing some of that. And those frequencies can be helpful, calming like the mental health issues. And
Yeah.
I'm just, I, I'm just saying that because it can be helpful for sure. Um,
Scorpios love their dark cave at times. Yes, yes, we do.
yeah. Yes, you guys are like, hey.
Um, yeah, yeah. I just whether it's with me or whether it's with people honoring the moon and the phases and the energy on their own or with somebody else, if we were taught this from young children, as we've talked about before, or even learning it as adults, if we honor the energy that's happening, it can just make such a difference in one person's life, which can then go on and make a difference in so many other people's lives as
Oh,
well.
right, for sure.
So,
Yeah, it ripples out, um,
yeah.
because we are all connected, for sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, okay, so, well, I really, really am so grateful that you came on with me. I learned a lot
Oh,
from you tonight. And so, yeah, if anyone is interested in the free Zoom session, please contact Shelley. There's a lot to learn. And like we're saying, there's just so much information out there. And we just need to continue to keep learning and keep in balance. So um, thank you, everybody, for in the chat. Thank you for joining us and watching. I wonder if I got a few more here.
well, and thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Well, in the future, you can come on again because you have so many lovely um, um, workshops available. Like I keep seeing them online and thinking, oh, I wish I could do everything I wanted to do, right? But
I know
anyhow,
this is a big area. Yeah.
yeah. And I mean, we're less than an hour away, right? Like, and
Yeah.
there's just so much around us right now. It's
Yeah.
lovely. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're about 45 minutes, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
good. But we can always do things by distance, obviously.
We can.
Always. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on. And thanks, everybody in the chat. We'll see you again next week. Bye bye.
Thank you.